everybody, welcome to Midtown Comics TV. I am Jennifer Ewing. We're going to get started here pretty quick with our recommendations this week, but just wanted to let you know to keep watching because we have a great interview that Jose did last week with Jim McCann, writer of Hawkeye and Mockingbird. So let's get started.
S.H.I.E.L.D. issue 2. This is continuing the series that shows us the true origin of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, that great cool thing with Nick Fury and all the other agents you've been seeing in the Iron Man 2 and Iron Man films. This is how it began. We get to see some very cool stuff with Leonardo da Vinci. We get to see Nostradamus get involved in the fun. Howard Stark, father of Tony Stark. Nathaniel Richards, father of Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. They're in the action. We get some hints of the men that they later become and the legacy they leave for their kids. This is a really fun series so far. Definitely check it out. You don't need to know anything about comics to get it, and if you know about S.H.I.E.L.D., or you think you do, this will surprise you.
There's a new sheriff in town. I've always wanted to say that. Rawhide Kid, issue 1, the Sensational 7. It has lots of people getting beaten up, lots of really bad grammar, lots of funny words, and really great dialogue. I am totally a fan. Annie Oakley is in it, and she's freaking awesome, because who doesn't love a gunslinger girl?
Hack Slash, My First Maniac, number 1. This is a new series. Hack Slash, if you're not familiar with it, was about this girl who basically, instead of being the victim of the horror story, took on the monsters and the serial killer. This continues the adventure of Cassandra Hack. She's basically just adjusting to her new life, foster parents, high school, girls who go to high school and who she hates, they hate her. The usual stuff, but seen through the eyes of a girl with some unique experiences. This is also kind of the bridge to where she's going next in life. If you know nothing about the old Hack Slash series, this issue explains everything you need to know, and definitely gets you interested to go back and read it if you want.
Daytripper issue 7. At first, I thought it was going to go in a very pleasant direction. It's talking about friendship and how important it is to not give up and all this wonderful stuff that, you know, is really refreshing to read. And then it takes a very bizarre turn, and whoa, that is my reaction to this issue. If that at all interests you, by all means, pick up this issue, because it is great. It's wonderful. Just not what I was expecting. And I don't want to say anything other than that, because I don't want to give it away.
Batman 700. Grant Morrison, 700th issue of Batman. What else do you need to know, really? This is a very, very cool comic. It has time travel. It brings back Professor Nichols. For those of you who are not reading comic books from the 50s, Professor Nichols was this weird guy who would hypnotize Batman to project his mind into the past and do these weird time travel adventures. Grant Morrison brings him back but modernizes him, has Professor Nichols make sense in the current DCU. You get to see what kind of time travel messes Dick and Bruce used to get into. You also get to see modern day Batman, Dick Grayson, have to deal with a locked room time travel murder. And then you get to see images of some Batman in the future. Not just Damian Wayne, but a few future Batmen that may seem familiar to you. Definitely check it out. It's a fun read. It's a weird read. I definitely like it.
It's still taking a bit to sink in, because I've known that this was going to be an ongoing series since the reunion ended. So yeah, we've just been quietly building away this little corner of the world, plotting and planning with the editors and with David Lopez, who's the artist on the book and doing an amazing job.
You rallied pretty hard to have Bobby brought back during Secret Invasion, right?
Oh yes.
Well, was there any particular reason to bring back the character, you think, or?
Well, during Secret Invasion, you know, we had a lot of characters that needed to be brought back that had been replaced by Skrulls. We wanted somebody as a surprise, like a get, that the fans, when the doors opened of the ship, they would go, oh my god, wait, where did that character come from? It was almost Disco Dazzler, which was also being voiced by me. Why? Why bring her back now? What does it do for Clint? What does it do for her? How does it make her different than, say, Black Widow or Sharon Carter? So that's where I came up with the Mr. and Mrs. Smith of the Marvel Universe. And it's kind of evolved a little bit as I've started to watch Burn Notice a lot. Okay. They're the most realistic and rootable couple in the Marvel U. They can break up, they can get back together, they can fight. I wanted it to be rather new reader friendly though, and so while there are nods to their past and history, it's not like you have to go back and read everything. You'll learn throughout this arc everything that you need to know about their history as they're fighting and as they're meeting up. The next issue, there's a lot of reveals as well. Thanks guys.
That's it this week from Midtown Comics TV. We hope you dug it. Definitely check us out also on Crazy Sexy Geeks series, the YouTube channel. It's very fun stuff. I'm also doing kind of a cool column on newsarama.com right now, Agent of Style, where I talk about superhero fashion. It's actually pretty fun, trust me. And our closing recommendation for this week, some of you might be curious about the new Jonah Hex film. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but I do know that the comic is freaking awesome, and you should check out the latest trade they have. Jonah Hex, No Way Back. This is just full of cowboy action, of angry bounty hunters, of guns firing left and right, and it's got like a good 95% awesomosity factor, alright? Definitely check it out, share with your friends. This is a good character who's been having great stories for the past couple of years. Also check out our podcast every week, and we will see you next time.
So just go read it. And I'd like to hear what noises you make upon finishing this. And that was really awkward sounding. So let's just move to the next one, shall we?
That's what she said.